taken by surprise. Someone is not safe.
Sure.
He's the best guy. He's from Africa. He's a big guy.
Hi, today I want to speak about African students here in India. It seems as if they have too much money. I want to expose the truth about money with African students in India. Let's go. So first thing, everything which I'm going to say in this video might not be applied to all of us, but it's kind of general. Even though we have differences, we have different families, different countries and different backgrounds, so there are many ways it can affect us, but what I'm going to speak about is just kind of general to many of us. So let's go into it. First thing which I really know about African here in India is just that majority of us, we use money from our parents. There are so many little among us who generate money, who have maybe our own business back home, or who have an account which is full of money. The majority of us, we just use money of our parents, starting from me. So when you see an African around, don't think he's rich or he has money or whatever. They're just using money of their parents. We are just using money of our parents, and this is common to most of us. So when you scam an African, know that you're not scamming him, but you're scamming his parents. So I just keep it there. Second thing is that we can't generate money from India, or we can't have a revenue, just have any way of earning money from India. It's not allowed for someone holding a student visa in India to earn money. Though so many countries allow for foreign students to work and they give them some time, sometimes 20 hours a week or whatever it can be, in India is really restricted. There is no way you can earn money in India when you are a student, and this makes things a little bit hard for us. Sometimes we have skills or strength to do any work which can be around us, because we are humans also, we need to survive, and we're just blocked. There is no way you can earn money in India. So anytime when you see an African in India, know that we can't generate money from India as students. Third thing, it's usually seen and people think that we like to buy expensive stuff, or Africans want to buy always expensive things. But I want to explain this. I don't know if I'm going to explain it the proper way, but let me try my best to explain it the way it can be easy to understand. Africans don't buy expensive things, but we just buy things which can be a little bit comfortable with us. Trying to explain this, there are mostly things which are cheap, cannot be the same as we want them to be, because we are not familiar with the Indian culture, or we didn't grow up in India for it to be easy for us to get along or comfortable with things which are basically Indians. And you will see that most of the things which are basically Indians are the things which are more cheap. So when we are here as students, sometimes when we buy things, it's not because we want to buy expensive things, but we want to buy things which can be a little bit comfortable with us. Let's take a case of restaurants. When it comes for restaurants, when you're going around, it can be easy for an Indian to take food anywhere it can be, street food or any restaurant it be. But for an African, you have to be careful when choosing where you're going to eat. That's why we turn more to eat things which can be a little bit more international, which comes to things which are more fast food and which are more expensive than those street food. So people can think that we just want to buy expensive things, but the truth is, it's not that you are looking for expensive things. That's what can work with us. That's what can be comfortable with us. It may be buying things for the house. It may be getting a bike or anything which it is there. We just want things which can be comfortable with us. It's not that we want expensive things, because we need also to save money. So that idea of thinking that we want expensive things, it's just wrong. And one other thing, which in this video is going to be the last, there are so many reasons or so many truths about Africans students here in India with money. The last which I'm going to give is that none of Africans came here because he's full of money. If there was an African who was full of money, he or she couldn't come here, but he could go maybe to Harvard, who knows? So being in India doesn't mean that the person is full of money. And sometimes we are overcharged. It may be in transport, it may be at school, it may be anywhere it can be. Sometimes you're overcharged just because we are international students, just because we are Africans, just because we are foreigners. But it doesn't mean that we are able to bear all those things. We have also issues, and if we came here, it's not because our parents are full of money, but it's because here that's what they can afford. I spoke about this again in my last video, and I was explaining seeing how there are even universities in Africa which pay more than what we are paying here. So being here doesn't mean that I'm full of money and I can afford everything. I can accept any bill or any charge which can come on me. We are not here because we are full of money. So I hope I said what can be said and I gave some information about African students in India concerning money. And as a conclusion, the thing which I just want to say is that never see an African around and think that he's full of money. We have also so many struggles. In fact, it have happened to many of us and to me also, and sometimes to my friends, that we don't have also sometimes money. Sometimes we even miss money to buy only food. It happens to many of us and nobody can see it because we actually don't have many people who we can talk to or expose our problems. We are just seen as people who have a lot of money, they enjoy life, but it's not that. We struggle, so we need also to live a life in which things can be easy for us, but unfortunately that's not how it works. So if you're an Indian and you're watching this video, next time when you will be seeing an African in front of you, don't charge him because he's an African. He is a student, he doesn't earn from India, he receives only in India. And we need also to save money and to feel free, to feel home, to feel accepted, to feel helped, and to feel comfortable when we are abroad also. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that I've shared some information which can be useful to you. If you want, you can share this video to any other person who will want to know about this. And I thank you, and I thank all of the people who are interacting with me in comments or other ways. And I will ask you also to watch videos of other Africans who are here in India who make videos. I will put the link to their channels in the description. Thank you, and I will be catching you next time.